This is Haas here. Today I need to do some chopping of wood. I couldn't do any, not going to be able to do any forging this weekend because this weekend's kind of a wash. I had some family stuff and, all that kind of good jazz for Christmas. It is that time of year. So, we're going to chop some wood today and hopefully get prepped for next weekend. Maybe I could do some forging then, because I really wanted to make some napkin rings, some just scrolled napkin rings that I can give away as gifts, but not gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to that point. But I do have birthdays coming up at the beginning of next year, so I should be ready for that. I'll make a bunch of different stuff. So, but I wanted to show you my pile of wood and show how dwindled it is. This bed of my truck needs to be almost completely full in order to have some decent wood. So here's the bed of my truck, and then we'll get into chopping some wood. This is the bed of my truck. It's looking kind of sparse right now. Got some old bottles that I was drinking water out of, but yeah, this needs to be about up to about here with wood. Up to about that little bracket. If I can get that thing full all the way out to my little pile of small cuttings, then and then all the way back to about beyond the front of the wheel well here. That's about the measurement of wood I need in order to have a couple good days of forging. And I'm gonna need a couple, 3 good days, because this forge is hungry. So we'll get into some chopping some wood. So just as a little thought, what I'm cutting, I'm trying to find 2 inches by 8 inches. So this is about the size that I want. Anything bigger, and then you just split this in probably quarters. It's fun. You gotta keep your workspace clean while you're working. So just to give you an idea, this is off of this tree here. The landlord decided to chop it down. That's what this is off of. This is off a weed. Found it in my backyard. Thought it was a tree. Took it to an arborist. He said, no, that's a weed. Damn, it's a mighty big weed to have a tree trunk. So I chopped it down, let it dry for a year. It's ready to burn. Well, didn't mean to let it dry for a year for burning on the forge, but since it was in my backyard for a year, it's good to burn. Nice and dry. So I'll give you an idea of where I get my wood from. This tree, I got a whole bunch more trees in the backyard that have down limbs. You saw in another video, the other video, that I was taking limbs out from the back. That's from my tree in the back. So one of the down limbs that has been back there for a while. So that's where I get everything. This tree makes your eyes water when it burns. I'm kind of excited to see what this weed would do once it burns. So I got a whole bunch of this, and then I have these little blossoms in the back, these little shrubbery tree weed things in the back that I gotta take down. I got a whole pile of those. So I got a lot of wood. Today, I think we're gonna get through this, the pile that you see that I keep pulling from, and see how much that gives me. Hopefully I get through it all today. If I still have some time left, I'll cut up another limb, see what goes on. So I got my stock of wood chopped, split. Now, take that wood, I put it in a pile, saw me tossing it off to the side, and put it in my truck, which is about 50 feet away. So, I almost forgot about this piece. This is from the neighbor kid. He's pretty interested in what I do. He's a cute little kid. He's about 5 years old. He found this in his yard. Pretty good sized piece of wood, but it's dry. And his parents said, go ahead and give it to me. So let's chop it up. I'm almost done. Almost got a bed full of wood. I might take a little bit of a break after this, and then I'll decide if I want to keep chopping wood or I'll do some forging. I mean, I know I always do want to do some forging, but I might just build up the wood for next weekend. So we'll see. For now, chop up this bad boy and put her in the bed of my truck. So after all that, reassess my wood. I think I have a pretty good pile going. I might just take a break, light the forge, cook some wood, get some coals going. It's almost 1 o'clock now. Now, you know what? Keep chopping wood. So this is the pile of wood I added to my old pile. It's just about what I wanted. It's a little bit higher, but you know, I figured today would be a day to just build it up. There's a pile of wood, so next weekend I can do some major foraging. So I hope you liked today's video. It was exhausting, but be ready for next weekend. So if you liked it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you next weekend when I start foraging.